Tech world, how are you doing out there around the world? I'm doing pretty good, just chilling in my wheelchair, bringing you guys another video. So check it out. When Nvidia's latest RTX cards came out, everybody was really expecting just massive frames per second. That was the big deal, 4K at 60 frames per second and all this stuff. When, really the RTX thing kind of hit people with like, what the heck is going on here? Because RTX, ray tracing, DLS, the advanced adaptive, shading, all this stuff, none of that stuff when the cards first got released was actually being used in the card. So a lot of people are like, what the heck is going on here, Nvidia? Why would you release cards that don't support all the technology? Well, check it out. The technology is about to be full on. That's right. So 2 games are coming out today. Well, they're not coming out today, but the patches for them will be coming out today. And actually, let me just rephrase that. 1 game is coming out today. Battlefield 5, I just got it. It'll be downloading this afternoon. It supports full ray tracing features. That's right. There'll be a patch for it. All the ray tracing goodness, which is going to make games look unlike they've ever looked before. You'll really be blown, I think, when you see how much ray tracing actually does. So for people out there who have the cards, they're going to be like, holy crap, Batman, this shit looks nice, because it is going to really improve the way games look. A lot more natural. You'll just see when you do the patch. Now, also, at the same time today, there'll be another patch coming out, and this is for the latest Final Fantasy 17. So you're going to get with that all the DLSS features. That'll all be available today. So on November 14th, which is when you're watching this video, which is today, all this stuff will be happening. Now, on November 19th, you're going to see new stuff coming out. The adaptive shading and stuff is going to be on Wolfenstein. Now, this is the new Colossus, basically Wolfenstein 2, just, Wolfenstein on steroids. And it's going to have all the adaptive shading features on it. So basically, November is going to be the month where you're going to see the RTX stuff actually take off and start working with your video card. So everybody out there right now has an RTX card is pretty happy with how it's working as is. Will be even more happy once all of those RTX features are actually being implemented, which means that when the games are coming out in the future, they're working with the game developers, these games are going to look a lot nicer. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, oh my God, when you turn on these features, all of my numbers are going to go down. Well, let me tell you, that's not what's going on. The whole reason behind ray tracing is that if you can get everything to be ray traced super duper fast, it's going to be less of a load on your GPU all around, which means that when you turn up all this stuff and you have these features in your RTX card, it's not really going to slow your card down at all. Maybe a little tiny bit, but not much. That's really what the whole thing about, RTX and touring is being able to bring you all this lifelike stuff, making the games look as best as they can without sacrificing the frames per second, which has always been kind of what's going on. Now, you guys have followed the channel, you guys have seen that we've done some videos. Now, the RTX 2080 Ti, you put 2 of those cards together, the numbers are simply off the hook for the games that support it. Now, there's not a whole lot of games that fully do support that yet, but for the ones that do, you guys could see the numbers were off the hook. If you guys happen to miss that video, I'll put a link down below where you guys can check it out. But 2 2080 Ti's really is a lot of power. Even a single one is quite a lot of power. And I don't know how exactly the 2070 is going to do with all the RTX features. Once they all come out, we'll be going back and re-showing you guys those cards with those games and seeing how the performance is actually affected, with turning on all the goodies and turning them off, and see if, hey, is it really what it's hyped to be? Does NVIDIA's touring and ray tracing, does it actually make your games look a lot better without sacrificing frames per second? Well, guess what? November 14th, the day is today, the door has been opened. I'll know, you'll know, all within a few hours from now. So I'm Eric, you guys have been watching Tech and Tomorrow. We'll have links down below to where you guys can purchase these games if you want to get them for yourself, and if you have yourself an RTX card, then you are in the money. And if things pan out, or this is really the coolest shiznick on the planet, then you're probably going to want to reevaluate why you didn't buy one of those Nvidia cards and be going, maybe I should. Food for thought. Peace.